Greetings, my friends. I want to thank you all for subscribing. I want to thank all of my channel members for supporting me in this endeavor to save pop culture. And if you are not subscribed, please consider supporting this channel. We need you. Thank you. My friends, Predator Badlands is out now, and reactions are pouring in. There are a lot of positive notices out there on social media, with some saying it's one of the best entries in the franchise yet. And yet, some of the things that I'm hearing from sources I respect are sending up warning flares, pushing my red alert button, and making my spidey sense tingle, especially given the fact that none other than the Hollywood Reporter is saying straight up, this Predator is queer.
Oh, shit on a rainbow glow stick. Predator? They couldn't even leave Predator alone? Are you shitting me, dude?
Well, we'll get to the Hollywood Reporter in a minute, Harvey, but let's take a second to present both sides here. Is this film fresh or woke as hell? On the fresh side, there's a typical social media post from Jacob, quote, "Predator Badlands is the literal definition of hell yeah. Let Trachtenberg have whatever he wants when it comes to this franchise because this rocked in every facet. The action is exquisite, but the smaller, intimate moments make this shine. It also looks absolutely beautiful." And Drew Taylor says, "Predator Badlands is a tremendous accomplishment. Funny, scary, thrilling, emotional, with memorable characters and creatures, with smartly staged action and 80s sci-fi fantasy vibes. Maybe most impressive is it works for franchise diehards, but is just as accessible for newcomers." Sounds good, doesn't it? And yet, my friends, on the flip side, there are a few warning signs. Despot of Antrim says, "Predator Badlands perfectly demonstrates how the great feminization has destroyed culture. The Predator is guided by a female character on an emotional journey, helping him become vulnerable, get in touch with his feelings, and choose friendship over family." And our friend Robot Head says, "Predator Badlands feels like it was made by the people who made The Acolyte. 10 minutes in, and you know you're in for another feminized story about sisters and mothers. It's not a Predator movie, it's a soy-filled piece of garbage. And if you like Ripley in The Power Loader, wait until you see the bigger, better Power Loader scene." Unquote.
Yeah, but what's all this about the Predator being gay? Now, where did that come from exactly?
It came from the Hollywood Reporter's review of Predator Badlands, Harvey. On a recent post on X, our friend Matt McGloin of Cosmic Book News shared this story, quote, "Wait, the Predator is now queer?" The Hollywood Reporter's review of Predator Badlands has fans raising eyebrows, calling the film a deft, disarmingly kind-hearted franchise entry, and even declaring, "This Predator is queer and we should say it." According to a THR critic, the movie follows Dek, a young Yautja who's bullied by his father for being too weak and sensitive and gay. Instead of a brutal hunter, Dek learns lessons about sensitivity and chosen family, teaming up with a legless, handicapped, android, and a cute alien sidekick on what the critic calls a ya-ish sci-fi adventure, meaning young adultish. The critic praises director Dan Trachtenberg for turning the Predator series into something gentler and cuddlier, noting the film trades the old-school grit and fear for heart, humor, and even friendship, unquote.
Dude, Predator is not supposed to be gentle and cuddly and about friendship. What the hell has happened to this franchise?
Harvey, reviews like this are leading me to believe that what we're seeing here is a case of what I call franchise erosion. Let me explain. It's a fact that popular franchises often erode over time. Do you remember the Fonz from Happy Days? The Fonz started out as kind of a dangerous hood, an oracle, an almost mystical presence on a motorcycle, often seen at night or in the shadows. Most of the kids were afraid of him, but Richie Cunningham, played by Opie on the Andy Williams Show, had the balls to approach him from time to time, and I guess it was Richie's quiet courage in doing so that made the Fonz tolerate him. The Fonz would dispense advice about his teenage problems, with school, with girls, and Richie would depart unharmed and get on with the story. Well, as it turns out, the Fonz got more and more popular throughout the first season, so they started using him more and more, until finally the Fonz became Fonzie, a kid-friendly guy getting big laughs with sitcom wisecracks. He wasn't always on his bike in the shadows anymore. He was in the Cunningham's living room, calling Richie's parents Mr. and Mrs. C, hanging out down at the restaurant with the rest of the guys, and in the process, losing everything that made him popular in the first place. His sense of cool became kind of a joke. He could start the jukebox just by hitting it in the right place. He got a girlfriend hoodlum named Pinky Tuscadero, if I recall correctly, and it got so bad they showed him at a theme park on water skis jumping a shark. And that was the end of Fonzie, end of Happy Days. Same thing with Dr. Smith on Lost in Space. Dr. Smith started out as a dangerous foreign saboteur who snuck aboard the Jupiter 2 to reprogram the robot to kill all the crew. He got trapped aboard the ship as it took off, and his added weight threw it off course. So right from the start, Dr. Smith was a sinister villain sent to destroy the mission. Jonathan Harris was just supposed to be a guest star, as it always read in the credits every season, and yet they kept him around. And slowly but surely, Jonathan Harris's comedic abilities were noticed, and he came to the foreground. He dropped the vaguely foreign accent and started getting campy, swishing around in a kind of overblown feminine way, calling the robot a bubble-headed booby, avoiding work, and together with young Will Robinson and the robot, he turned Lost in Space from a sci-fi adventure for general audiences into a very broad comedy for kids, in many ways acting like a drag queen without the drag. And according to some, we are now seeing the same thing happen with Predator Badlands, and it has gotten so bad that even the Hollywood Reporter is saying this latest Predator is gay. Now, there's nothing wrong with being gay, but sexual identity, gentleness, sensitivity, these are not characteristics associated with the Predator franchise we have known and loved. It's looking to me like they pulled a Fonzie on the Predator. And I guess the only question is, does Predator jump the shark? Let me know what you think in the comments, my friends. Is it a dream? Or a dud? Ooh. From the center of the earth, this is Victor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. Ha 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 ha